I think we're on the right path. Okay, now don't provoke the solar guards. That's what I'm talking about. You can't just shut up and look at me. I always keep my thoughts to myself. Enough with the jokes. We've got work to do. Welcome to... what was this? There Is No Light. It was a game that looked really cool and is on my wish list. And there's a demo that came out for the Steam Summer Festival. I'll read the game store page. It looked really cool. There Is No Light is a brutal action-adventure set in a grim underground world, ruled by the mysterious Church of the Great Hand. Blast your way through the hordes of enemies, fight dangerous bosses, and explore the world the way you want. The art looks really cool, like something remarkably similar to Fear and Hunger in a manner of speaking. Otherwise, we'll check out the controls, because I have it on the controller. Settings... I'll check out the settings. Thankfully, they were using the PlayStation controller instead of the fucking Xbox. I really fucking like that. Anyways, skill attack is X dash health pack. Alright. Huh. Huh. Wonder if it's the difference. Like, this one has more range, but it's heavier. I see. This is a really alpha stage menu system for sure. Nice, but this looks cool. Nice. Cool art, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but, let's see, we don't have any spells. Let's just keep going. Not sure what weapon I should use, though. What are you? Lost souls, I just can't get used to this, even after all those years. Do you feel sorry for them? No, of course not. Every time they whimper so dolefully. The Great Hand protects us, it knows what's best. Don't let those lowlifes break your spirit, brother. We serve for the good of all. Hey, what are you doing there? Eavesdropping, aren't you? No, man. Just what's the thing that goes underneath my thing? What's the thing on the bottom? It's like, do I have like a amount of time before? That's right, move along until you get yourself in more trouble. Like, I don't get it. It's like a time before they make a forced response and I should be careful? Ooh. What? Oh, so they're not an enemy? What? It's like Warhammer looking dudes. And fucking Kleenex butterflies? You don't look like the scum that lives here. I suggest you go back. Further lies the forbidden land. What are you doing here? Not letting this trash escape from the garbage pile, isn't it obvious? Eh? Go back. The hand will show you the way. Be prepared. I was watching the changing of the guard. Tomorrow we'll finally run away from there. Piebald, you stupid dork. If you won't pay the debt tomorrow, we'll break your legs and leave you to the solar guards. Praise the sun. Old Nimbus. Just look at him. Big time, boys. Golden armor, like it will save him. Don't tell me that you didn't want to put a blade through the chest of that bold face. I know you better, even better than you know yourself. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure I'll learn in the main game if we're able to play it. Otherwise, I think the fucking dialogue or text boxes go way too fucking fast. If you allow us to even skip conversations, you should have it so the conversation does not continue unless it's like, say, like Mass Effect. You could make choices, but there's some situations that required, timed responses that were more urgent. But these guys continue talking whether you're done fucking reading what they're saying or not. I don't like that. You should obviously make it so the one text box, it never goes forward unless you hit a button to prompt them to continue the conversation. Just so people that have a, reading deficiency, or who the fuck are you? A reading deficiency, or read much slower than I, because not even I can sometimes even read everything they fucking say. This guy's just pushing a box. It's cold. Do you have a little wax? I think my time... Oh, okay. So there's a lot of sick people. I'm so tired. Fight for my life day after day. How can you fight with crutches? Turn my head around, hoping I won't see anyone from behind. I used to live in Nimbus, but then the church wiped that place out clean. I had to escape here. All I wanted is a peaceful life and not being constantly worried that you're the same as them. Okay. Calm down? I didn't even fucking say anything. I'm already tired of talking to people. Unless you have like a quest or something, old lady. It just keeps going, but I'm just gonna skip this. But I just did what I was told. You want me to kill you? I'll smash your shit. I just want to get into combat. What's this? Reject the hand. Look up to the sky that was taken away from you. Join. Young, strong guy. What do you mean you think so? I didn't even say anything. What the fuck? Is it just like my controller that's just forcing them to think I'm touching something? Maybe it's just like my controller. Oh, you can use the ability by pressing... What? No, I can't. Did I gain something? Ah, I just smashed some boxes. What is this game talking about? I like that you can actually hit walls though. That's pretty cool. So you have to be very aware of your surroundings. If you use like a large weapon like this one, doesn't actually seem to have a problem. Hang on, let's see. Yeah. Unlike the fist. The fist is for short range. I'll have to try them all. Like building up my power or something? Curious. I'll have to test it out in combat, I guess. Anyways. Gotta find combat. I didn't even respond! I'm not pushing a button. Seriously, I'm not. Is it just assuming? Is it just like my controller's super sensitive and I'm touching something? I'm not touching any buttons. I didn't even respond to them. Something's really fucked up with the controls. Like, I just have my controller plugged in, but it's already... It seems like my character's talking for me. I don't fucking know, but I'm just not gonna bother talking. Like, I'm not making any choices. I mean, that one I did hit X. The other ones, he made choices for me. I don't get it. I'm just gonna assume it's a bug. Because I'm using a DualShock, and this is a brand new one, mind you, so it's not a DualShock that I've had for years, and it's just like, you know, it's worn down sort of shit. I can jump pretty fucking high. I wanna fight enemies. Actually, wait. What's this? No, I didn't. No, I wanna punch this. Yeah. Okay, I'm satisfied. There we go. Please accept this letter as known as resigning. Okay. I want to get to like the nitty gritty that I'm seeing in the fucking pictures. So far it's just slowly going to what I see in the screenshots. I just want to get to the combat and the creepy weird shit, you know? What is this? Something tells me I shouldn't break it. Oh. Wait, what? Oh. Skill. Each weapon has its own set. Oh, okay, so it's like a hack and slash, like God of War and... If the image is gray, it means that you can acquire the skill. If the image is closed, it means that the skill is not available. To upgrade one, you need yellow maggots. See the acquired maggots. Here you can see the amount you currently have. As you continue your journey, new weapons will be available for you. To upgrade, you'll need points you find for killing enemies. Oh. I'm so confused. So this is what I have? Oh, that's the fist ability, and this is the sword. Slows down rage decay. Ability. Press the ability button again to bounce in the opposite direction. It requires 3, but I don't have any. So this requires skulls that I get from maybe using the fist? Butterflies. Oh, we have fast travel. Huh. Weird. I'm not sure if I get like the skulls from using the fist. Like, do I get different upgrade currency from different weapons that I use? Not sure. I just want to get to combat. Whatever you said to that child, I don't get it. I don't know. Like, is it actually rushing? Like, on the bottom of the screen it shows, like, the fast forward button, but I'm not touching anything to... Only right now am I. Anyways. I'd be curious, but knowing that I can't read it all without it skipping, or it answers... people... Oh, nice. Someone there. You are human, right? I didn't hit a button! You shouldn't be here. They're closing in. Because anytime a person asks me a question, my character fucking chooses for me, and that's kind of annoying. This guy had a lot to say, even though he's being hung. Alright, let's check out combat. What's this? Why did I do that? Alright, we're not going down there yet. I know I can go over here. What? I can't? Weird. I thought I could dash over. Alright, guess not. Whatever. Combat. Let's do it. Come here. God damn. Oh, I just sneeze. I took 1 damage. I don't like that. You can use ability by... I'm assuming it's when I get a full charge I can use the ability. And that's what the prompt means. So if I'm in a lot of combat and I am able to charge up my attack from attacking so frequently, I can hit the square button to do a special. Oh, interesting secret. Ah, it's above, that's why I couldn't jump up to it. Alright. Come here. What'd you get? Oh, damn. Interesting. A crazy special attack. I didn't even hit the square button. My character just... He's like, is it like... Maybe it's thinking I'm pressing the square button, because I swear to God... I mean, I didn't hit the square button. Shouldn't that have happened only on the square button? Yeah, I wanted to play this game in a way where it's like I didn't make it seem fucking weird. Maybe like it presumes my controller's hitting the... Like, I could check online. Like, let me check my thing now. Check my controller thing. Like, I can test the controller. Wireless controller, game controller settings. I can like look at the advanced and see if anything's being pushed. Okay, let's see. If it's the square button, if any of the buttons were being pushed, it would highlight, but none of them are being highlighted. The Z axis and Z rotation are perfectly in the center, so it's not my controller. I'm not sure what's causing the game to presume I'm hitting something, but oh well. I'm not sure why the special ability should go off. I think when it's charged, it's like hitting the square right now does nothing, but when the charge up happens, I think that's when you press the square button on the controller for it to use the special attack at your best convenience. But for me, it's not. It's Again, I didn't hit the fucking square. I don't know. Oh shit. I need some health. Jesus. A little too close. My health bar is just sporadically vibrating. I'm confused with how that final special ability fucking works. Oh, Jesus. Nope. Yep. Who? Is that the Grim Reaper of this universe? Huh. I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm so confused with the whole fucking special ability thing. I really wish it was different, but 1v1 punching works okay. The other one that's this weapon takes longer to charge up. I'll try out the sword. Doesn't feel like the sword once you do the double slash, it takes a while before you can do it again. Like, you have to slash twice, and then you sheath your sword for whatever reason, which I think is kind of fucking stupid. Like, why is it I only slash twice, and even in the middle of combat, you put the sword back in. In that time, is a cooldown where you can't use the sword. Like, let's say, for example, if I spam the attack button, that's the attack pattern, and the cooldown that's forced on you, where you can't use the weapon after the second slash, it's like a whole second where you're sort of vulnerable, I think is kind of fucking stupid. This one is similar. They all have a cooldown. The sword just feels like it's the longest. Maybe it's just a placebo. Either way, I don't know. They all have a cooldown, so it's kind of problematic. You have to attack twice, move. Attack twice, move. Attack twice, move. You're forced to move. I sort of don't like that, though. Like, no, I know I don't want to just spam the attack button and win, but at the same time, being limited in attack patterns, like... And the fact he doesn't attack when I'm telling him not to, unless it's because I am hitting the square button. I'll try to see if the... Hey, he uses the charge bar on the bottom against my will. I'm not sure why. Maybe the developer would know why. I don't know. I feel like I should have more control. Like, if it's like a Final Fantasy, you know, limit break sort of shit that happens, but in non-turn-based style. It's at least the only way I'm imagining what it's meant to be. The fact that it's like a bar that only raises but then depletes by how frequently you attack an enemy, I would imagine it should be something that you should have control, like active control over when you use it, so you can use it at the proper time, so it doesn't get fucking used when you don't want it to be used. No, but it gets used anyways. Wait, let's see. Yeah, like it got used there after I dashed. I don't know. Whatever, I'm still doing better in combat now. Oh. I'm not getting any drops. Why? Same time, after the 2 attacks, there also is a delay in the enemy. Like, it got pulled back. What? Oh, come on. The combat's just not enjoyable. I want to enjoy the game. Please take my word for it. The art looks fucking cool, and like in the screenshots on the game store page, if you look at the art, it looks fucking awesome as fuck. But the combat, it feels just stiff, or just, it bugs me. I love hack and slash games, so take my word for it. Like, I love Diablo, I love God of War, I love pixelated hack and slash beat 'em up sort of thing. Not fighting games, but, you know, beat 'em ups. But just there's something off about it that makes this not exactly fun. Besides the whole cooldown thing. I don't know. So I know, like, maybe the developers, like, specifically don't want you just, you know, mash the attack button for victory. I get that. But there has to be some other way. Like, I use a special ability even though I don't want to. Is it because I'm pushing a button once the bar is filled? If so, it's... like, I don't know. I'll have to find out. I think it's just, it activates once you do it enough, but then my character stands still. Like, right then, I dodged and I didn't push a fucking button. And then my character stands there to do some special ranged beam attack, and I didn't fucking tell him to, and I'm standing there like a fucking moron with my thumb up his ass, and for me to get attacked instead of dodging, because I can't dodge while that animation plays. That's the special attack. And if I can't dodge, I'm gonna try to be very specific. Attack. There, again, it's me getting... And what's the difference between the ability of an AoE and a ranged ability? What's controlling that? What's changing it? Like, I don't even feel like I'm doing that. It's just happening. That's how confused I am. I as the player, don't even know if I'm doing it, if I'm doing it, if the game's doing it, and if it is me, why? How do I control it? What the fuck am I pressing? What am I not pressing? And how the fuck can I determine the difference of it doing a ranged purple beam and an AoE? Because I prefer the AoE. I prefer also not doing it at fucking all until I want to. But I'm assuming... based on... like that, again. I'm assuming the game is presuming I'm hitting the square button. Like, maybe I should just, like, restart and not have my controller plugged in, but also it will fuck with my recording. I know I'm plugging my controller. Can I... okay. Oh, actually, okay, I can use this. I'll try with the mouse and keyboard then. Because the settings... skill is right-click. It's the assumption of whether or not right-click is the skill. And it only is when you're charged up. Let's try it out. I don't honestly know. Maybe it's because I'm holding a direction. I think the beam happens when I'm... I think the ranged attack happens if I'm specifically moving in a direction. Alright, I'll just stop recording and try it without my controller plugged in to see if it's just something that's being fucky, and it's like, as soon as the bar is filled, then it's like... it looks like there's also a number, so like the power of the skill upgrades the more I charge the bar without using the skill. But I'll just have to stop recording and interject. So give me 1 second so I can try something different. Alright, so now I'm back with just the keyboard, and I'll see if I was right that it's meant to be like use on demand. If it uses the ability without me hitting right click, then I will honestly have no idea. Well, yeah, it's not being used. What the fuck? So it was my controller all fucking along. Why was me having a DualShock 4 controller plugged in automatically pressing like the square button? I do not know. So yeah, this would be the ability, like just... I don't know what kind of ability that is, but... I'll try them all. But I think it's like use ability while moving in a direction. Is it a ranged attack? Maybe? Okay, I don't like the sword then. Its special ability is strange. While the fist is that one. I'll try to do the ranged beam fist thing next. And then I'll use the big weapon. At that point, it's just like, I wish I could play with a controller, but for whatever reason, the game is buggy, at least for me, my controller, or just something random a moment. I did the beam, but it's just like, it went into the fucking... Went into the fucking... No! That was my fault. That's why you don't use big weapons in a narrow hallway. It's like Dark Souls, it goes bing bing. But I want to try it and see its abilities. Other than that though, I'll try one more time. If I die, I'm just done. Combat needs to be more fun. The controller fucked me over and it's the controller's fault apparently. I just don't know why. Huh. A fucking wave thing, alright. But basically, combat can be narrowed down to attack, dodge, depending if you hit them all, because they have hit stun. And it holds them off, at least temporarily, but I don't know, I don't see much of a point. New weapon? You can use first aid. Oh, that's cool. Honestly, I'd just rather use the fist. Fist works plenty well. Yeah, fist doesn't really get interrupted by hitting walls. Its radius really is good enough that it can hit multiple enemies at once. That fucking beam attack. Is it maybe a difference between clicking versus clicking and holding, maybe? Not sure. I'll have to try. Maybe just a click equals the beam, but holding equals AoE. Nope, no idea then. Yeah, fist would be my favorite right now. Alright, let's try to get past the part that's been killing me. At least there's some invulnerability during the special attack, but only for that one so far. Whatever is doing the beam attack is just sort of fucking with me. There we go. Sup? Which direction? You want me to go up here? Maybe. There's a fuck ton of spiders. I want to deal with big, disgusting enemies. Like cool fucking... Oh, we got a checkpoint. So we won't... I think we're going to be at the verge of possibly getting a skull thing. Because the purple bar on the top left is almost at 1. Not sure. Oh, wait. Why is the sword out? I don't want the sword. Fuck the sword. The sword is stupid. Attacking twice and then sheathing your sword in the middle of combat sounds like the dumbest fucking thing you can do. Like I'm not a sword weeb, but just think of it like this. You pull out your sword to slash enemies. The enemies aren't dead, but you put your sword back in the sheath. Putting your sword back in the sheath, you'd imagine the only time you do that is when all the enemies are dead. But this guy's just like, slash, slash, shink. I've done my job. Oh, I'm finished. Just kidding. It's like stupid. Like, I don't like that. You'd maybe have it so after like fighting and you haven't attacked the enemy after 5 seconds, your character does like a you know, an animation that puts his weapon back in his sheath. What am I thinking of it in terms of something that did that? I think maybe God of War had something similar. Not sure, but you should know what I mean. Like after combat, the sword is still out, but after running around and not attacking for 5 seconds, the character just like walks, then just sort of puts the sword in while running, or while standing still, puts the weapon into his sheath, rather than attack. Okay, I'm done. I don't know. I'm just gonna use the fist, even though they... You just dropping a big boy on me? A big fart spider. A fart spider that hurts me on death, really? Another fart spider? Really? No. Ah, really? I've been playing this game for a while, and you're just throwing the same fucking enemies. Then you introduce a fucking fart spider? I don't know, man. It's just the spiders and spiders and spiders. Some variety would be nice. The fart spider doesn't get wounded. The explosion is also so rapid after death, like seriously. Finally got a level. Fuck the fart spiders. Fuck the spiders. Getting a little repetitive. I'm sort of tired of fighting spiders non-stop. It's just... I want difference. Stop with the spiders. Even the first level of Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 would have more fucking variety. You had what? You had minions, you had the shamans for the minions, you had zombies, you had skeletons, you had the quill beasts. In this game it's like, hey, spiders, 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 and hey, new enemy, fart spider. Maybe I'm just being super nitpicky, but... I downloaded this fart spider and spinning spider. Really? Oh, this is an annoying combination. Get the fuck back here. Really? It's not like I'm bad at games here, but I'm just... I don't know. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. Get the fuck over here. Annoying. Fart spiders, and then spiders that fucking spit shit at me. Oh my god. Really? Oh my god. Another fart spider that drops out of no... And as the fart spider's like instant AoE attack just happens so frequently and so quickly, I don't know, I'm just done. I want to like the game, I really do. Like, I'm not just trying to be an ass to the developer. I like the pixel art, I just don't like the combat. And I don't like the repetition at the start of the game. This being a demo, or if it's the start of the game, I don't know, just combat that feels more fluid, or at least making it so the attack patterns aren't four-dimensional. Like, when what I'm talking about is like you slash sort of left, right, and up and down. There's no diagonal movement. It's just sort of the slash. As you can see, like the sword pattern is sort of tries to cover a 360 degree, but it's not. It's really left, right, up, and down. And then, see, it's like where the mouse cursor is, it's still down. I don't know, it's just up, left, down, right. I don't like that. For a game like this where enemies can attack you in every direction, like they can be, you know, at fucking 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, but your attacks is based on, like, you can move diagonal, but you're facing to the right, you know, like moving this way and moving this way. It's a sort of old-fashioned NES brawler style movement, but in a game where enemies can attack you at every fucking angle, but you're sort of movement limited, but the enemies aren't, they can hit you in any direction, and your only saving grace is the attack arc. I don't like that, honestly. It just feels like it hinders you in ways that makes it unfun. And the combat, again, of whole 2/break, 2/break also feels kind of counterintuitive or annoying. And then there's just the spiders. And then more spiders, then more spiders. It's sort of... it bores me. But again, I want to like the fucking game. And I look at the Steam store page, you just like look at it. Seriously, like stop the video and go to the Steam page and go, there is no light. The first picture is like this grotesque, like Grogroth looking motherfucker. Really fucking awesome art. The second picture, it looks like something I'd maybe run into, but I didn't. Next to a save. If anything, that's actually where the last save was I went to. There's like this spider-webbed looking human face. Looks sick as fuck. And the third picture, it looks like another boss area. It's like all these pictures are fucking bosses. And then an enemy unit from further in the game. And then the town is the last one. But just the screenshots, just shows like, it feels like then the screenshots show the best of their in-game artwork that they presently have. But I look at that and I'm like, man, I want to see that shit. But then the start of the game is just like, it's like some kind of MMORPG where, you know, the first enemy is fucking spiders and slimes. If you want to attract people, I'd say, to really get into the game, to get to the point of all this badass fucking art, I think you'd need more than just constant waves of boring dark subways and fucking constant repetitive spiders attacking you. That is a more crucial problem than simply my DualShock controller constantly hitting the square button for some unknown fucking reason. Otherwise, the game could have a lot of progress. The art is fucking badass. The combat just needs to be more fluid, more fleshed out, and whatever level I'm playing, whether this is level 1 or not, and it's just demo level 1, or it's like level 3 in the main game, I don't know, but it's boring as fuck, and as a demo to demonstrate the full game, it doesn't leave me with good impressions. It hurts to say that, because again, I love that artwork. I would get the game simply because the artwork is awesome. But, I don't know, the demo sort of puts me off. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the game. Hopefully the developers fix this shit up, or if people agree with me or not. I'm presuming people will, but leave your feedback down below in the comments, and I don't know, hopefully it'll help the developer. If the developer sees this, if the developer agrees with this, or it upsets them, I don't know. Hopefully the best happens for the game and the staff and the development. But if you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a full subscriber. Hit the bell notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching. Until the next time.